out by the river, just me and my son. Sun on the water, we're just having fun. But somewhere in the shadows, a twisted mind is taking notes, replays, rewinds. Oh, who made you savior? Who gave you the right to turn a swimming daylight into a fight? Your gossip's a ripple that turns to a wave. You never wanted truth, just someone to save. Made you savior, who gave you the right to turn a swimming daylight into a fight? Your gossip's a ripple that turns to a wave. You never wanted truth, just someone to save. So mind your river, stay out my stream. Keep your twisted stories and your broken dream. You don't own my family, you don't know my shore. Keep your fake concern, we don't want it anymore. Sent a message that they're wrong again. You were there beside me, so I pretend. But the trolls keep trolling, they can't let go. Project Night, watch your lies still show. Oh, who made you savior? Who crowned you king? Circle like a vulture around everything. Your obsession's a prison, your rumors are knives, but you'll never be welcome in our real life. So mind your river, stay out my stream. Keep your twisted stories and your broken dream. You don't own my family, you don't know my shore. Keep your fake concern, we don't want it anymore. Cancel my show, go dark, go still. But I'm stronger than your poison and I always will. Keep your whispers, your screenshots, your social game. I've got a son who knows the truth, he's speaking my name. Mind your river, stay out my stream. Keep your twisted stories and your broken dream. You don't own my family, you don't know my shore. Keep your fake concern, we don't want it anymore. Yeah, it's alright, nothing bad came out of it. Your lies are rivers, but we never drown in it. So mind your river, and leave us be.
It's 8 o'clock on Monday the 7th of July 2025. How the devil are you? I'll just get it off my chest. James Hind and his PNW alter egos contacted social services and commented on the Lewis jumping in the river incident. I just want to put that out there to demonstrate the absolute ridiculousness I have to go through to go live for you. I mean, I was in the mind not to bother when everything I say gets misconstrued, twisted, used against me. But I came back to such a lovely birthday card. You know who, thank you. Came back to such a lovely birthday card from a viewer and patriot of the show. No, I thought it's all right then. I'll look beyond James Hind and his nitwits. And again, I mean, and I know no one comments about it, but everyone can see it for what it is. Have you noticed the Vermin crew never criticise anything James Hind and his nitwits do? You know, and that's the person I'm talking about, the main player who's been hiding in the shadows. And, you know, I don't know about you, but, you know, letting your son jump in the river on a hot day when it's safe to do so warrants you ringing up the social services. It says more about you. You know, it says you don't deserve Matt Taylor TV. And you're very lucky I came back to such a beautiful birthday card. I was talking about birthday cards. Here's one. Here's mine for my magical and imaginary girlfriend. It says, for the man of my life, life is much sweeter with you in it. Any moment with you is time well spent. That's why there'll always be love in my heart for you. And I open it up and it says, to my dearest Matt. And this is one of the phrases that made me cry. You were the best thing to happen to me. Oh, isn't that sweet? May it carry on. Hope you have a lovely day. All my love, now and forever. Your magical imaginary girlfriend. Hello, Sinbad. And so that was the birthday card I got. And it makes me think on times like this. Someone's lying here. You know, someone ain't telling the truth. How can someone of, you know, such refinedness, beauty, a mature woman, intelligent woman, say you're the best thing to happen to me? I mean, that's she's nicking my line for her. So someone's lying. You know, and I've been fortunate enough to have Vicky as my magical and imaginary girlfriend for the last 8 years. And we did have a lovely day. Yes, thank you. I'll tell you what I got. I got a pair of stretchers. Yes, lovely pair of stretchers. And then candles and shorts. So I was very well taken care of. I mean, but yeah, and it is just merciless and relentless of these people painting you as the evil one, you know. Jimmy Savile, I can't even pronounce his name, Jimmy Savile reincarnated. You know, it's just crazy stuff. And to think this individual, James Hine, feels as if he's got an authority to be my children's guardian is really spooky. You know what I mean? No, I'm not kidding about. It really is spooky. Yeah, to play this self-appointed saviour of the Taylor family that no one's asked him to fill, just like he became the self-appointed saviour of child A in the Wilfred Wong kidnap case. And the entire farce highlights the same obsession and fixation Hine has nurtured for years against me. The watching, twisting and reporting me at every opportunity. And this goes to show it continues unabated. Who exactly made James Hine the moral authority, guardian of my parenting? You know, who gave Project Nitwits the authority to police my family's moment, my father and son moment by the river? It's not just intrusion, it's madness. Nicking again from Haiti. Every word, every action, every innocent father and son day being weaponized by Hine's watchful eye. And it was enough to make me consider pulling out of the 8 o'clock show. When everything I say is misconstrued, twisted and used against me. It makes me why I bother. But you're only lucky I had such a they're my trainers, my shoes. Perhaps I mispronounced it. Perhaps it was Matt speak. Skeechers, S-K-E-C-H. Sketchers, sorry, my mistake, yes. Very nice. I'm looking at them now. Oh, yeah. I like them. Perfect, they are. That's something out of space. Coming out of space. You should keep your private life private. I know, I agree. You know, and it's such a shame because it allows the bullies to carry on bullying. Even Matt, hiding in plain sight. Yes, thanks ever so much. Thank you, Katie. Fist pump right back at you, mate. Yeah, come in. Sketches, yes. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sketches, yeah, they're very and they are just amazing. I mean, white sold as well. It made me wonder to get back into yachting. Wouldn't mind, you know. Wouldn't mind the last of what the good weather with is. You see, I make good ballast, you see. I make good ballast on the yachts. I've got a bit of history with yacht racing, actually. Back in my younger days, when I was courting the mother of my children. And we were in the winning yacht on this Shoreham to Brighton yacht race, and we stayed the night moored up in Brighton. I went out for a meal and disco. Yes, they are. I mean, it's a lovely birthday present, isn't it? And you know, such a great weekend. Her son wasn't there, so we had the whole place to ourselves. Me, her, and her two pets. Hello, Lenny. Oh, Whippy, Matt is back. The ratings are down, so we do our best to paper over the cracks. And by God, it's like the hull of Titanic. So, yeah, thanks for that. And so here's Lenny, always something nice to say. You're sinking like Titanic. That's a joke, actually, that is. That's a joke in there. You can always rely on Lenny to come in and say something encouraging. Oh, here he is. He's saying your show is sinking like Titanic. It ain't a show, Lenny. Don't get away from this idea of it's a show. You know, I'm not here to entertain. Okay, I'm just here to give you ammo so you can report me. That's all I like to do. But I do like to see a bit of camaraderie in the chat. A good, healthy chat makes you fat. And what do we all love to be? Fat. Yeah, man. Let's just, you know, change the status quo. So, yeah, I mean, hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Matt Taylor, broadcasting live from Brighton. You may notice I've got massive boobs. I went through the change last week, and, you know, I've been loving it. I've got my trusty robot. I've got my trusty robot who I take to bed with me every night. And we play sweet music, quite frankly. And it's, what is Stranger up to now? Where he reported me to the social services. Do you remember that story I told you where Lewis jumps into the river? Well, basically, the lesson is keep your private life private. It could be worse. It could be Genius Game with David Tennant. Bloody hell, I haven't seen that yet. What's it like? I think, isn't David Tennant a bit of a wokey? He's a bit of a wokey. Those letters each way, right. Oh, okay. So is that what a Genius Game is all about? Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yes. Been confirmed. It's been confirmed. Yes, indeed. There's a name for those letters each way. What the fuck, man? Oh, are you talking about the social services? I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Absolutely terrible. And, you know, anyway, it's just so silly. I got AI to write a little chronicle of it. It's always good to record these things, you know. You were saying it's not your responsibility. No, it's not. And let's have an argument that it is my responsibility. You know, you're all adults, Lenny. And if you can't act with kind of like a bit of decorum and maturity, you know, Shouldn't you check yourself rather than wait for me to check you? That's what I'm, you know, the point I'm trying to make. Why is it up to me to check you? Oh, I just went crazy because he didn't tell me to stop. You know, it's totally his fault. I am crazy, and I would stop when someone was saying, "Hey, listen, mate, you're crazy. Stop it," and I would have stopped it. But you know, fucking Matt Taylor, he just doesn't tell anyone to stop, and they just carry on and on and on. And before you know it, they're fucking blown their casket, and it's all Matt Taylor's fault. You can't get an exclusive in. Oh, Lenny. Oh, it's funny. I sometimes believe you. Sometimes I think, yeah, I could do. Lenny's right. I had a good self-realization actually. And something I'm looking into. Something also I'm looking into, which I'll put up on the screen now, is the Enclosure Act. I mean, has anyone heard of the Enclosure Act? Oh, hang on. Here we go. It's the Enclosure Act. And 18th century, well, no, more like the end of the 16th, actually. More the end of the 16th to the, here it is, look. The transition from about 1660, 1820, 1840s. That's how we moved away from, well, the Enclosure Act, or the enclosure, or the process that ended traditional rights on common land, formerly held in the open field system, and restricted the use of land to the owner, is one of the causes of the agricultural revolution and a key factor behind the labour migration from rural areas to gradually industrialised cities. It was basically a land grab by the rich elite that was initially, as it was happening, opposed by the monarch and the people. Common land is owned collectively by a number of persons or by one person, with others holding certain traditional rights, such as to allow their livestock to graze on it, collect firewood, or cut turf for fuel. A person who has a right in or over common land jointly with others is called a commoner. But anyway, the point is, most of the medieval common land of England was lost due to enclosure. In English social and economic history, enclosure or enclosure was the process that ended traditional rights, such as mowing meadows or for hay or grazing livestock on common land, formerly held in the open field system. Once enclosed, these uses of the land became restricted to the owner of the land, case to be for the use of the commoners. But yeah, very interesting. I'm getting into the Enclosure Act. Basically, just a land grab. There was loads of common land in which everyone was allowed to use. And it'd been like that since time memorial. But there must have been a massive shift, and I'm really interested to research this, to really look deep. Who are the people behind this enclosure? Because it was a decision by the rich elite at the time, even going above what the king wanted, to seize all that land that's been used by the commoners. That's their land. It's like a theft. We want to nick your land from under your feet. And it worked somehow. In fairness, Matt, sometimes you're better than Channel 5. Take that at face value. That's fascinating. That's brilliant. I like to get a screenshot of that. I like that one, mate. Be nice, even if provoked, Lenny. Let's catch up with means very little in all fairness. It's the new test thing. Hello, Pip Smoker. Best way to be, I have found. Some fisting, some fist pumping with Justin. Over to Lenny before I just demonstrate how nice Sinbad is. Over to Lenny. Listen, man, I know you want Hollaby Wallaby, but we all do. That Schofield would nearly come on for a chin wag. Yeah, he could do. Maybe not privatisation. I wouldn't describe it. What, are you still talking about the enclosure? I think it's like, well, no, because it was in the commoners. It wasn't open to all the public. It was just maybe the commoners allowed it to be open to everyone. It was free land beforehand. Is this streamer on the land stuff, Matt? It's 2025. Get a grip. No, I don't think it is. But I'm interested to see where else it could lead. Maybe because I wouldn't mind being my own king, and I wouldn't mind claiming Brighton as my well, you know the word I'm looking for, my principality. I'm thinking I could claim Brighton, and I'm thinking from Eastbourne to Worthing, and as deep in, and all the Weald along, you know, as taking the downs with me too. So quite deep, but pretty much from Eastbourne to Worthing, and a good, you know, that could be my principality. And I'm thinking, how can I go about claiming my principality? I think a part of it, I may have to declare war. I may have to declare war on King Charles, and then maybe win a battle militarily, and then I could perhaps get King Charles to surrender Brighton and Hove, the kingdom of Brighton and Hove, to me, making it my own principality from Eastbourne to Worthing, and as deep as Lewis, and then I'll be king, and my dream will be fulfilled. But honestly, it's, you know, there's a lot of people I don't mean so, and I mean, it's fair. More people enjoy watching this than don't. The councils own the common land. That is why the travellers get moved on so much. There you go. I blocked Danny West in all comments, but still showing up on the main screen. Yeah, there you go. No, do you know what I do watch? I watch Wimbledon's live scoreline. It's absolutely brilliant. Let me bring it up for you. It's absolutely perfect for, and it's got great music too. And so because I don't watch TV, I'll show you what I do watch on. It's pretty cool. There we go. This is really cool. Oh. So bear with. There we go. Isn't that good? As you can see the point being made. So Sinner, we're about to watch to see if Dimitrov wins the set. Oh, isn't this interesting? Look, he's Dimitrov, the ball is bouncing. It's on juice at the moment. It's 6-5. If Sinner saves this set, well, save this game, We'll go to tie break. Oh, this is fascinating. Over to the chat while we wait for the point. Obviously, it's a rally, isn't it? It's still a rally because it's going on forever. Oh, it's advantage. Look, this must be match point now. Surely. No, it's not. It's only 2 sets into it. Oh, silly. There's a lot, it's best of a 5-setter, of course. But, I mean, we could be seeing set point. Unless this is a, no, we could be seeing set point at the moment. And it tells us how fast the serves are in kilometers. Advantage. They're still playing. I think this could be set point. Yeah, he got it. Dimitrov got it. 2-0 against Sinner. This is brilliant. Because as you can see, Sinner is ranked number 1 and Dimitrov is 19th. So that's brilliant, isn't it? And isn't this great to have? So we can keep our eyes on the tennis. But that's what I've been watching tennis with. Very good. But we can come back to that actually. I can leave it on in the background. Each county, every county had its own king once. So yes, that's right. Claire Wall and King Charles. Are you not smoking meth? No. Just had a like epiphany. Is that the word, epiphany? Just had a eureka moment. It's meant to be a heat wave. Oh, lovely. I do love a heat wave. Is Danny in the chat, Matt? I can't see him, or are you going along with Justin's solution? I don't know. I don't know what we're going on about, really. Unless he's referring to you, Sinbad. I don't know, but let's let it go. You reckon so? Skinner, now, and Carlos are the new Nadal and Federer. Bear in mind, Sinner, I mean, had to do some time for failing a drugs test. You know that? Sinner failing drugs test. Oh no, he was cleared. Jannik Sinner cleared of wrongdoing over 2 failed anti-doping tests. Sinner tested positive for banned substance clocibol. Tribunal ruled cream used on cut caused contamination. Oh, that's fair enough. Sinner, the man's world number 1 tennis player, has avoided a doping ban after he successfully argued that 2 failed anti-doping tests in March had been a result of contamination through his physiotherapist, which is good, but, and there's always a but, Agassi, let's just bring this up. Agassi, that's it, Andre, talking about crack cocaine or meth confession, or yes, there. See, he lied about. This is an amazing story. This is let me push this up on you. Hell. This is an amazing story. Right. There we go. I took crystal meth, then lied when I tested positive, Agassi confesses. Isn't that crazy? So this was while he was playing. Andre Agassi, one of the greatest players in modern tennis, has confessed to using the highly addictive illegal drug crystal methamphetamine while a player. Chris, let's try say this. Crystal methamphetamine. Crystal methamphetamine I can't even pronounce that. The winner of 8 Grand Slam titles, including Wimbledon in 1992, has revealed he lied to the game's governing body, the Association of Tennis Professionals, by claiming he had taken the drug by mistake. Sorry, by accident. I don't know where mistake came from, I'm just seeing things. In his forthcoming book, Serialising the Times, Agassi says he took crystal meth at a time of personal and professional turmoil in 1997. To the outside world, Agassi had it all: a glamorous fiancée, the actor Brooke Shields, wealth, fame, and respect from fans of tennis. He writes of taking the drug while at home with an assistant he refers to only by the name of Slim. Slim is stressed too, he says. You want to get high with me? On what? Gag. What the hell is gag? Crystal meth. Why do you call it gag? Gag. Because that's the sound you make when you're high. Make you feel like Superman, dude. As if they're coming out of someone else's mouth, I hear these words. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's get high. Slim dumps a small pile of powder on the coffee table. He cuts it, snorts it, he cuts it again. I snort some. I ease back on the couch. Consider the Rubicon I've just crossed. There's a moment of regret, followed by vast sadness. Then comes a tidal wave of euphoria that sweeps away any negative thought in my head. I've never felt so alive, so hopeful, and I've never felt such energy. I'm seized by a desperate desire to clean. I go tearing around my house, clearing it from top to bottom. I dust the furniture, I scour the tub, I make the beds. In the book, Agassi tells of the moment he received a call from a doctor working for the ATP, telling him he had been tested positive for drugs. There was doom in his voice, as if he's going to tell me I'm dying. The Grand Slam champion writes. And that's exactly what he tells me. He reminds me that tennis has 3 classes of drugs violation, Agassi writes. Performance-enhanced drugs would constitute a class 1, he says, which will carry a suspension of 2 years. However, he adds crystal meth would seem to be a clear case of class 2 recreational drugs that would carry a much lower suspension of 3 months. Is that all? There you go. Agassi goes on to tell how he duped. Oh, okay. So if it's to enhance your performance, you get 2 years off suspension. If you're just going to get high, it's 3 months. There you go. Agassi goes on to tell how he duped the ATP. My name, my career, everything is now on the line. Whatever I've achieved, whatever I've worked for, might soon mean nothing. Days later, I sit in a hardback chair, a legal pad in my lap, and write a letter to the ATP. It's filled with lies interwoven with bits of truth. I say Slim, whom I've only since fired, is a known drug user, and that he often spiked his sodas with meth, which is true. Then I come to the central lie of the letter. I say that recently I drank accidentally from one of Slim's spiked sodas, unwittingly ingesting his drugs. I asked for understanding and leniency and hastily signed it sincerely. I felt ashamed, of course. I promised myself that this lie is the end of it. The ATP accepted Agassi's version of events. Agassi, now 39, has retired from professional tennis. What a fascinating story, eh? Well, I certainly think so anyway. Well indeed, you know, well indeed. Over to the chat. Where the hell am I? Then he says, Roger Federer or Arfed was at the game today. Yes, so I heard. So I heard on the blower. Well, Djokovic, he came back, didn't he? He lost the first set. You mentioned you blocked Zany in the chat. I saw some people have delusion I'm him. Okay. Kristen, yes. Yeah, right. Wow. So that's interesting. And so, he was taking the drugs to cover up childhood trauma, maybe. Yeah, but the very fact Sinbad has been blocked by Justin implies that whatever Justin says about you is correct. I bet, yeah. So 92 was when he won Wimbledon, was it? Isn't he married and got kids with Steffi Graf? He's got kind of like a tennis academy. But the marriage only lasted not very long, 2 years max. I'm just gonna be back in a mojo, okay? I'm gonna fill up my glass. I've got a little funny thing for you. This is just a little extra, okay? Don't go having a body over it, okay? It's only a bit of fun.
Anyone seen Matt Taylor? Just wondering. Anyone? Now I hope he's been dealt with. There's one down, the rest of you are coming. Because Matt's going to have loads of stuff that links you all, especially you, Ange. Now, there is a restraining order preventing him from mentioning this. Yeah? Now, see that cunt? She tortured her own children and she allowed it to happen. Matt Taylor was part of that. As you can see, so was Angela Powell Disney. That bitch there allowed her children to be tortured. And then she done a runner. It's a shame she's locked up for resin, isn't it? And then we have this dirty paedophile, child abusing, torturing, dirty cunt. Another one of Angie's friends.
Oh yeah, bit of fun. Childhood trauma, Agassi. His dad was a bit of a tyrant, but it probably is the reason he became a huge superstar, sports star. Let's be honest. I think Lenny's hitting the nail on the head, so to say. Let's be honest. Over to Lenny. Michael Jackson's dad was supposed to be a psycho with a flash temper too. Yeah. What was I going to say? So my tickets for Ali Sherlock have arrived. I've got them on the shelf. And also I had some great news. My daughter has booked the tickets for the Kaiser Chiefs at the end of the month. Party on the beach in Brighton. going to my daughter. Like, I think the tickets are like 50, 60 quid each, mate. You know what I mean? And Lizzie was like, yeah, you know, pay me your back later in your time. Well, Sinbad, you know, I really don't know what the hell is going on about. I do. I'm pretty. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. I do understand what you're going on, but I just really don't care. You know. Over to Lenny. I predict a riot. Yes. Very funny, Lenny. And what was that about a monster? Kaiser Chiefs monster. Kaiser Chiefs. What was that about? I'm vaguely. That was a good song. Monster lyrics. Yes. I've got Kaiser. What's that coming over the hill? Yes, of course. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster? Oh, brilliant song. Brilliant song. Maybe not, it's saying here, the automatic. So maybe Kaiser Chiefs didn't write that. Perhaps it's a cover. I've seen them before. I've seen them with Karina. Kaiser Chiefs sort of disappeared after that song, Ruby, 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 Ruby. Yes. Well, because it's quite funny. I've seen Kaiser Chiefs with Karina, which would be Lizzie's mum, and now I'll be seeing it with Lizzie. Very good. So that's something I had for the end of the month. Ricky Wilson, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, it says automatic, yeah. The automatic. My mistake. But yeah, that Enclosure Act I want to dig deeper in and kind of like just see and just hear who like the players were in it, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, Harry. Who are the players in it? So, yeah, I'm not impressed with James Hind and his Project Nitwits. Razorlight, Franz Ferdinand, brilliant. Darkness, yeah. The mid-90s, yeah. Had some decent guitar bands. I feel old, Matthew. They are, of course, it is, you're right. I mean, that was a classic Darkness Christmas #1. I've forgotten how it goes. But I was at up at the Imaginary Girlfriend's place when I was doing the reminiscing about Live Aid 1985. And of course, yeah, that was the year George Michael would have got his #1. He sacrificed it. Well, you know what I mean, you know. Over to Sinbad. Same as me, Matt, I don't care. Anyway, moving on. I'm not here for his delusions and abuse. But I have no problem with you, Matt. You seem a fair man. I'll not be talking about the situation again. I think that's the best thing, Sinbad, you know. I think that's the best thing. Rise above it, really. Act like king. That's my revelation today. That's my words of advice and good fortune to each and all and one of you. Act like king. Act the king over your domain. Matt, when you're out next with your cart rod? Well, actually, we're having a change of tactic, Sinbad. We're getting new rods, these extendable ones. Very, very nice. So we're going to change our tack. We're going to change from the cart to the river. Oh, was it you who warned me not to reveal too much of my private life? But anyway, we've identified, changed the rods, changed the method, changed the fashion, and we're going to be like fishing off in the rivers and off the coast. We'll be catching fish we can kill and eat. Some bass, trout, God knows what else. But yeah, we're moving away from the cart, going river fishing with these extendable fishing rods. Yes, we're gonna be doing that. We should try beach fishing, Matt. Absolutely, it's gonna be really amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I think Michael Jackson and Springsteen were involved because I saw them sing last night. Sea fishing requires no license, river fishing does. Well, there you go. Well, Lewis has got membership for the lake fishing. Perhaps that's the same for Ovo as well. Perhaps his membership includes both. We'll need to find out. But yeah, we are changing our fishing. And these extendable rods that come in with all the other stuff is quite reasonable. It's not too much at all. Matt, are you a fan of Moby Dick? Well, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I haven't read the book. I enjoyed the movie, haven't read the book. Why do you bring it up? Why do you bring it up? Oh. So yes, that was the things I wanted to talk about. The Enclosure Act. What the hell was that all about? Land grab. I've never heard of this Enclosure Act where all the rich elite took on all the common land, which was, shared out with the commoners, with the public. All of a sudden, the agricultural revolution was over and we starts up the industrial. So it was the changeover from the agricultural to industrial. And it started off by the looks of it, by this land grab by the rich elite, which pushed people out of the countryside into the cities to start manning the factories. It was like a herding of the cattle kind of thing. Matt, I'm referring to the two concerts. Oh, didn't do the gigs. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yes, both sang on We Are the World, yeah. Of course, Jacko wrote it. Thanks ever so much. I was wrong, and Lenny was right. Lenny was referring to the two concerts Michael Jackson and Springfield didn't do the gigs. They were booked elsewhere. Rightly so. Both sang on We Are the World. Jacko wrote it with Lionel Richie. Because their attitude was like, look, why are we leaving it all to a bunch of white people over in England to save our brothers? Ponds are usually on private land, that's why you pay a fee. There wasn't a pond. Lewis has got it's more a lake. It's a lake. I bring up Moby Dick because you mentioned fishing. Oh yes, whaling is a form of fishing, yeah. I mean, predominantly, and this is something I'd like to look into as well, maybe. well fishing was for the oil, wasn't it? It was for the oil, because that oil kind of like burned in all the caverns. It was light, wasn't it? It was the oil they wanted, but also the meat would have sold a good price. I always thought it was the whale oil that was really, it could be argued actually, was fueling the agricultural revolution. And it was only with the introduction of the industrial, in which steam engines were started being used. Took over the strain from the donkey, no doubt. Lakes and ponds, right? All the blubber and the oil plus the bones, yeah. I think it was all used, wasn't it? But yeah, so obviously any whales hunted today would be for the meat, wouldn't it, rather than as fuel. Yeah. In particular, you know, Japan, they still hunt whales, don't they? You weren't wrong, Matt, but it seems the Wembley concert was way better than the Philadelphia gig. But I do love that Tina Turner and the Beach Boys, Clapton and Neil Young was good too. And it was fantastic because it was the first time they were interacting the footage across the Atlantic. And didn't Phil Collins get to play in both the American and British concerts? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Just as I was saying it, Lenny had said it. We both watched the same thing. I think it's only the Japanese that are doing it these days. It's wrong anyway. And you know, the Japanese, they like they enclose all the dolphins and just have a fucking nasty massacre of dolphins. It's horrendous. Yeah. And I was thinking, even today, you know, because I walked through a pasture full of sheep, and there was there was two little lambs fighting to get milk from its mother, and one of the lambs that successfully was getting a little drink, his little tail was wagging as if it was a dog. It's so sweet. And I was thinking how eating anywhere, but especially an animal, is such, or anything, is such the act of the ultimate anger, isn't it? Some ultimate hate that you're willing to literally rip you apart, rip the skin off you, dispose of your worthless and unedible intestines, and then just literally heat up and burn your flesh to devour you. I mean, what kind of just horrendous statement of hate is that to any sentient being? It's sad, Matt Cullen. Animals for fun is sick. I mean, yeah, well, yes, Norway and Japan. Yeah, and so that. What was the purpose for it? I mean, what is the purpose? Because that's what it looked like, wasn't it? It just looked like a kill fest. Or do they pull all them out and eat them? Is that, obviously they do, isn't it? There's a festival of dolphin meat, whatever species it is. Norway and Japan are getting heavily and deservedly criticised for whaling. So-called humanity has a lot to answer for. Well, James Hind contacting the social services, being my family's guardian, complaining that it's just absolutely ridiculous, you know. And you do know everything I say on I do have got a disclaimer that take everything I say with a pinch of salt and a sniff of paprika. No, but you know. And I was very upset, actually. I was seriously considering whether to go live again for the hour. quite frankly, because you don't deserve it. And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you, the nitwits, and James Hind. We don't know for sure whether it's all in James Hind's mind at the moment, or why he thinks he's my children's guardian, my children's like savior is like creepy as F. He certainly isn't. I certainly don't need James Hind or any of his nitwits, helping me on my parenting. Okay, absolute joke, and none of it except, of course, the usuals, my friends. They point it out, but no one on the vermin side ever criticised the actions of Hind and his nitwit. Again, we don't even know if. Well, yeah, okay, you could put Helen in the class of the nitwits. Damn right. And a few others, to be fair. But I've got 3 minutes left and I'll be wrapping up in an hour anyway. Yeah, good. And I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a lovely birthday weekend. It was just joyous. Basically, joy. It was joy. And honestly, I say again, Lenny, get yourself a girlfriend on pop. Why do you give the trolls so much talk time? Because they affect my life, Lenny. They affect my life. Project Nitwits, yeah. Because they affect my life. Because they ring up the social services, Lenny. That's why. Because they're socially obsessed with me and it's destroying my life. Don't you get it? Don't you get it, or don't you care? That could be Abby, actually. Yeah, Abby may be ringing in. She said she would. Yeah, that's okay. She's not going to ring in. So, yeah, we're coming up for an hour. I'll leave you all in peace. Yeah, the meat of the dolphins, but it's the way they force them into the shore and sever their spinal cord. Oh, it's horrendous. It is. And thanks for your message as well, Katie. And thanks, Lenny. Sorry I couldn't get back to your messages, but I did read them. Yeah, thank you. Free Flappy Abby. Oh, poor Abby. Hey. Oh, that was nice compliment. Great show. That's very kind of you to say. Right, so that's it. I'll say goodbye. Well, I don't think I've really got much. Let's see if I've got a video I've lined up. I don't think so. Well, the Hey Ho group. Hey Ho. I don't know. Right, let's play out with that, I think. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Shame across the land. Comets fly, the mods attack. Still your dance, there's no turning back. Consult that, this lean moon, saying she's dead, you sang that tune. No regrets, you double down. You're the disco devil of this town. That's terrible, what you've done, Matt. I don't know how you can live with yourself, but hey ho, that's you, isn't it?